You are watching a special presentation from Tinkle Group Gaming. Riki Raceway up here in Canada. It is the site of the Hitachi Truck Series and the Jello Cup Series Championship 4, as it has been for the last few seasons, and today we will cap off the Hitachi Truck Series in fun fashion, as it is the final race in series history.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. Just want a life that is worth every day exploring. My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Hello guys, welcome back to Countdown to Green. I'm Brian here in the booth with you today. Proud to bring you coverage of the final ever Hitachi Truck Series race under the lights here at the Riki Raceway. Oh man, gonna be mixed emotions as we go through today. Of course, the final race ever for the Hitachi Truck Series, the final race ever tomorrow night for the Jello Cup Series here on Tinkle Group Gaming, and then we're going in a totally different direction if we continue. And of course, there are 4 drivers that are going to be battling it out for the title here tonight. Starting off with Scott Upton, the driver of that number 1. He is just, oh man, he's dominated this season start to right about now, actually. 5 wins on the year, 8 top 5s, 10 top 10s, average finish of 13th on the year. He's just been unstoppable, really, if you look at it. He's just been absolutely amazing. Got off to a hot start. First guy to win back-to-back races to start the year. I mean, there's no doubt he's the favorite, but no points to fall back on, which is going to hurt him. We'll see if he can, find his way to the front. The other question's going to be Kyler Anderson in that number 57, of course. Squeaked in, brand new team, the only Dodge in the Championship 4. Is he going to be able to find his way to the front? Is he going to be able to claim the championship tonight and claim it for a small team, for a new team in the series? That's all going to be a big question. Then you look at the smaller teams. Jordan Anderson Racing and Elena Aurora. Where is she going to slot in this? Of course, she's won a couple races this year, much like Kyler Anderson. 10 top 10. Actually, she leads the championship 4 with the most top 10s and really looked in control at Martinsville. She didn't look half bad in Martinsville. So that's a good thing for them. Hopefully they can build on that momentum. Of course, being a smaller team, she's also going to be the highest starter in this race. But again, it is Riki Raceway we are talking about. She starts in 6th, but it does not guarantee her the championship, being that it is a super speedway. Anything can happen across these 23 laps. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, and of course the furthest starting back of our Championship 4, Addie Davidson. She starts in the 34th spot today. She hasn't been too flashy this year, the least amount of wins of the Championship 4 with 1. She still maintains the top 10s. Does kind of have the second worst average finishing position of these Championship 4 drivers. but she's been sneaky. She's had speed at times. We'll see, can she carry it over here to Riki Raceway in Super Speedway and try to win this race? That's going to be another question. Of course, so many questions. When will the big one hit? That's another huge question that's going to remain to be answered. Can any of these Championship 4 guys be the first to win a Championship 4 race in the history of any of these series? Of course, we're about to find out in just a moment here. Of course, we just rolled the intro. We're going to take a quick break while these guys get the command to fire the engines here at Riki. And when we come back, we'll have your full starting lineup. Once these cars get rolling, we'll have the starting lineup. And then we'll take you to the green flag here from Riki in just a moment. Here we go. They've been given the command. They're rolling off the pit lane. And the starting lineup is going to start rolling here on the left-hand side of your screen. Of course, a little different than normal. You see Meadows, Con, Faith Cole. They're going to make up the front row. Elena Aurora, the highest starting Championship 4 driver in 6th. All the Championship 4 will be highlighted in yellow, by the way. If we look at page 2, Tyler Anderson, Zach Fitzwater, Parker Smith, all guys that could be watched here, or to watch in this race. And then, of course, we look at the last page. Scott Upton starting for 23rd. Addie Davidson in 34th. Can she make headway? Can both of them make headway in this 40-truck field? We'll find out. We're getting ready to go racing here at Riki for the final time in Hitachi Truck Series history. The pace truck will peel off. The championship race about to get underway as Meadows, Con, Faith Cole, they'll lead us to the line for the final time in Hitachi Truck Series history. We're racing. Don't forget, after this race, we'll crown the champion. Hope you'll stick around for that. Man, look at these trucks bobbing and weaving all down the back straight. Forgot to mention as well, during the pre-race, all of our Championship 4 will be carrying onboard cameras. As you see the 46 of Michael Brown go to the lead. That is one of your part-time entries. And so is Dan Hummel in that 26. As you notice, some of those trucks you haven't seen all year running in this race. We go high above thanks to the drone or helicopter cam. We usually like to do this at the championship race so you can kind of see all the battles going on around track. And you see there, it appears Scott Upton's about to take the lead in the championship battle. You see him battling back there for about 12th or 13th if I had to guess. And now you see Scott Upton has taken the lead in the title race. Again, we've got all onboard cams for our Championship 4. Part-time entries. That's the other thing to bear in mind. You know, you see the 26, the 46, the 37. Those are trucks that are not in the field every week. Some of them don't even make Jello Cup Series starts. So you don't know what you're getting when you're racing around them. Because they don't spend, you know, 24 other races in the truck. Scott Upton gonna try to keep his nose clean as he's battling for at the front of the pack. You see him get shuffled to the middle. That is the worst place you could be on this racetrack. You see the 7 of Dick Clark go to the race lead. Another thing to bear in mind, never have we seen a Championship 4 driver go on to win the championship race. Could we see that for the first time today in the final races here for both series? That's going to be a big question. See the one now shuffled way up to the high side. Don't quite see the 57 anywhere in this shot. But you see the 19 Addie Davidson closing in. Let's go see where the 57 might have ended up as the battle actually is going on right now. So let's go back to the battle. See Addie Davidson looking for the title lead, and she's got it. Elena Aurora gonna try to take second, but you saw there. Now let's go back and watch the 57. It looks like he's just hanging out. Well, not hanging out, he's still trying to race, but you see he's laid back a little bit. Maybe this is part of the strategy. Being on lap 6, he just wants to wait until the final 5 or 10 laps and then make the charge. I don't know, you see him making that charge now with his teammate right in front of him. That's another interesting factor into today, by the way. Faith Cole and Bradley Ream both teammates for the 57. Of course, the 19, I don't think has a teammate. No, wait, the 19's got the 35 of Mitchell Hodak as a teammate. So bear that in mind. Mitchell Hodak is a teammate to the number 19. You see there they are working together, trying to keep the 19 out in front. The 1's got a plethora of teammates. Nikolai Sykes in that number 5, who's battling for the race lead. The 17 there, Ryan Martin. He's also got the 15 of Skylar Martinez as a teammate. Elena Aurora does not have teammates to work with. So Elena Aurora is the only single car entry for a team, for single truck entry. She has got to find people that can help her out. And you see there, she's gonna do it. She's gonna retake the lead in this championship battle. The other fun thing these guys hope to accomplish by winning a title is Elena Aurora going to go to the lead. The other thing she's going to look to accomplish, as well as Addie Davidson and Elena Aurora, they want to take down this number 1 of Scott Upton. He has had a firm grasp on this championship from the start of the year. Okay, he is not... I don't think he's ever trailed in the points this whole season. Like, that's how hot of a run he's had all year. They don't want to give him this. I could promise you that. They don't want to give him this. And here's the thing, and this is why this format is so interesting, as Scott Upton runs in 40th, and I should mention this. Scott Upton, if it wasn't for this reset, would be in total control of this championship. Running in 40th, running in 39th would have no consequence to him. Today, because he's in the final run, there's consequences for running bad. The fact that it's one race to determine a champion, he now has to fight. He can't lay back for too long. He can't lay back running 40th and claim a title. He can't. He has to go up front. He has to go take this from Elena. And he's got to make sure she doesn't claim it. We're looking out the rear. Let's get a view of this. Because now we're about to have a real battle. Not just for the lead, but for the championship lead as well. As you see Tyler Anderson back there. Looking low, trying to get to the front. With help help from Samet Ozkan, and he's going to get there, but will he give up the high lane, or the low lane? Yes. That's going to shuffle the 57 all the way back. Keep in mind, as Elena Aurora leads laps, and we're only on lap number 12. Keep this in mind, too. Elena Aurora can't get points for leading laps. Okay, she has to finish above all these guys. If she leads the most laps and finishes behind Scott Upton by one position, just hypothetically speaking, it's going to do nothing for her. She's not going to win a title finishing second to the guy. She has to go out there and beat him. As well as Addie Davidson and Kyler Anderson. We see Kyler Anderson right behind her. Here comes that one making that charge. Scott Upton up to third in the title run. He's about to go up to second, and now up to first. Past the halfway point in this race, in the season, rather. Brian James leads the field. We got 10 laps to go here at Riki. Brian James trying feverishly to hang on that outside. He's not going to do so. Scott Upton to the race lead. He wants win number 6 to put him up top. That is not a good angle. Alright, there we go. Now you see Jana Fogelman, that number, or Reggie Fogelman rather, in that number 4, go to the race lead. Here comes that Fitzwater, trying to make a push. William Black Jr. right behind him. I believe in that 02. No, it's the 12 of the Ford Sacco. I'm just batting 0 for whatever today. Upton leading the title, though. That's the important thing as Pafod Sacco goes to the lead. See Kyler Anderson there in the middle. He's currently second in this title run. Don't see the 3 or the 19 in this battle right now as we complete lap number 16. Here you see Ryan Martin to the inside of Kyler Anderson. How aggressive does he get? He doesn't get too aggressive. Still 3 abreast all the way through the field. Scott Upton's up there trying to keep the lead. Here comes the 57. There's the 19 on the deep inside. And now we got ourselves a battle. Addie Davidson looking for second in the title race. Elena Aurora hanging back. There it is, Addie Davidson looking for the championship lead. She's going to take it away. And look at how close they're getting. These pushes are getting harder. They're running closer to each other's doors. This could be a battle. This could be a wreck any time for all we know. You see Scott Upton has dropped all the way to the back. Kyler Anderson still there in the middle, but Addie Davidson leading the title hunt right now. Elena Aurora gets by Scott Upton. And for Scott Upton now, he's got to be thinking, I don't want to choke this title away. If I were him, I'd lay off the gasket right to the bottom, because you know that 19 is going to get washed up eventually, or you're going to hope that the 19 Addie Davidson gets washed up eventually. go. Will he do it? It's time to go to work. We got 5 to go. Ivy Sparks is leading the field. Faith Cole behind the 19. How much longer is that one going to last? And also the 15 and the 41. So Addie Davidson doesn't have friends behind by any stretch of the imagination. As Lena Aurora has now gone to second in the championship battle. Addie Davidson looking for the lead. Faith Cole still sticking with her. And I'm kind of surprised by this, because you would think team orders would be the 22 passes, and there it is. Lena Aurora not committing to helping the 19 without a turn 4-4 to go here at Riki. Hanging on to the lead. 19, Addie Davidson about to lose the lead in the championship. Elena Aurora back in front. Now Elena Aurora is going to go high. I don't know if that's a good decision. She goes up to block the 19. But look who's coming to that inside, and we mentioned it just a few laps prior. But now here he comes, Scott Upton. Oh, we got a caution. This might have just saved Elena Aurora and Addie Davidson in this title hunt, because we're going to have overtime now. Let's go see what happened. Oh man, it all starts back here with Nikolai Sykes getting hooked by Dylan Ibrahimian. Oh man, Elena Aurora just got crushed against that inside wall. So did the 38 of Nathan Ormond. Unbelievable impact for the 25, and you hope both drivers are okay. So same with the 38, obviously. We'll give you an update in just a moment. Overtime when we come back here on Tinkle Group Gaming. Welcome back. It wouldn't be the final race in Hitachi Truck Series history without overtime, presented by Mitchell's Memes. And as we get ready to go back racing again, we'll have unlimited attempts that this will go high above to show you that Elena Aurora is currently leading the championship battle over Addie Davidson, Scott Upton, and then Kyler Anderson is in last. He's going to need a lot of work in this overtime if he wants to go get this championship. Ranvit Core, Bradley Ream, green flag. Overtime is underway. And here we go. You see the 3 is going to maybe get to the bottom. No. Here comes the 19. And that is not what the 3 needed. Here comes the 1 as well, but the 1 will be able to go high, and that might cost Scott Upton his title. Oh man, Scott Upton trying anything to get to the front. He's going to try going up the middle. It's just not going to work for him. Addie Davidson to the lead of the championship. Faith Cole to the lead of the race. As we come to the white flag, it'll be 1 lap of racing to go, presented by Mitchell's Memes. Final lap in the history of the Truck Series is here comes Chris Wallace in that 52. Addie Davidson well in control of this championship right this minute. Can she go up there and maybe win this thing? She's going to need a lot of help. Make our way down the back straight. Faith Cole with the upper hand at this point. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. They're going to be side by side going up the front straightaway. Who's it going to be at the line? Faith Cole. Faith Cole wins the final Truck Series race here today at Riki Raceway. Congratulations to the driver of that 22. Job well done. It was a season dominated by Scott Upton, but this lady, Addie Davidson, comes out victorious. She is your season number 3 Hitachi Truck Series champion. Congratulations to the driver of the 19. And she gets the job done. Let's take a look at the final ever Hitachi Truck Series results. We'll be right back with them here in just a moment, as well as your final standings. So stay tuned, the post-race show coming up in a moment. Hello guys, welcome here to the post-race show. Congratulations to Faith Cole, the winner of the race today, and congratulations once again to Addie Davidson, finishing in 8th, the last driver into the playoffs. And of course she finishes in 8th, winning the title, her first. Faith Cole, Chris Walsh, Ranvik Corsa Meadows, they are your top 4, with Bradley Ream rounding out the top 5. Like I said, Addie Davidson finishing in 8th. Elena Aurora just 3 positions away, and she would have had it. Only missed the title by 3 points. And then Scott Upton, let's talk about him, of course, leading the points the entire way till now. Oh, man, that one's going to sting. I mean, an unprecedented season, 5 wins. Like I said, leading the points the entire way. And just basically historic. I don't think we've ever seen a run like this, and it doesn't end in the title for him. And that's just unfortunate for that team. And then we got to go all the way back. As you guys take a look at the entire result sheet, let's go back to 22nd. Let's talk about Kyler Anderson, too. So close, yet so far. But Faith Cole, his teammate wins. He, unfortunately, will finish last in the championship. And as we take a look at the final standings, you'll see that reflected based on their finishing results. And as you look on down the list, let me take a moment and just say what an immense what a privilege this has been all these years to do NR, to do it well over 10 years, or to be involved in the community for almost 10. Of course, the hiatus in the middle, like the 2-year hiatus in the middle from 14 to 16, but just beyond immensely grateful to have worked with many of you, to have gotten to know many of you, to join your series, and I will continue to do so if you send me some invites. You know, just in general being a part of it. Thank you for being a part of my journey. Going back to Tax Layer Cup, going back to Cobalt Trucks, going back to our Xfinity Level series, which for some reason, that's the only series name I can't remember. I can't believe it. But just want to say, just so grateful. Thank you so much. I'll have more to say tomorrow, but of course, want to thank Dylan Young, Zach Fitzwater. Dylan Young for getting me back into this. Jovan Anderson, Richard Johnson. For those who don't know, he is an online racer. Thank him for getting me going again. Trent Dunham for getting me my start. And, of course, thanks to Zach Fitzwater, Austin Shaw, Dan Hummel for their commentary throughout the years as well. And finally, thank you for, once again, being a part of this all these years. There's so much more to come in terms of the future. There's one more race to come tomorrow, and that is the Jello Cup Series Championship race, so I hope you will tune in for that. And thanks once again. Updates to come soon. Until tomorrow, goodbye.